Hi everybody, I am back with another video. And if you are returning, thank you so much for returning to my channel and making me feel like I'm doing something positive. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Tiana Lynn Norman and this is Young and StepMom Reality.
DJ Stiz on the beat, boy.
So today's topic is meeting the families. So I don't know if you guys remember like when you met your significant others, like mom or dad, or how it worked out. But this is my story. So yeah, so basically I was out with my husband, and it was like 3 weeks in at the time, and 3 or 4 weeks in, and his mom had called him and asked him to come pick up something or drop off something. But I was already out with him, so he was like, I'm just gonna bring you to my mom's house. So we get there, and the the look on her face, she's walking out the house, and you could tell she's trying to see who's in the car. So then, he walks out and he's talking to her, and he like calls my name, and he's like, oh, this is my friend Tiana, blah, blah, blah. So I have a bubbly personality, so I didn't even think about boundary issues or how like people feel about it, because I'm so used to like being bubbly. And so like I just was like, hi, and I gave her a hug, and the dagger eyes that she looked like she shot me when I touched her. And I'm just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have touched her. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rocking my natural hair, and whew, let me tell you something. Nobody tells you how much your hair itches, but I'm learning to adjust. But anyway, so yeah, she's like staring at me like real hard. And I'm like, how are you? And she's like, I'm good. But I'm like feeling like a little intimidated. I'm sitting there like, oh, was I not supposed to touch her? Like, like what's going on? So then they're talking, and I'm just standing there, and I was just like, I'm gonna go back and get in the car. So my whole overall first impression was, did I do something wrong? Or, ooh, she might be like kind of mean, like she might not already like me. But to give like a reverse of how she felt about me, I could basically say that day she explained to me later on in me and my husband's relationship that she wasn't used to like her son's girlfriends being so friendly. So she was just like, it took her aback by like how I was friendly with her. And she was just like, it was different. It wasn't that she was like irritated that I touched her or anything. She just like, it was different. And she even said it at our wedding. Like, she just came at me with so much personality that I didn't realize, like, I wasn't used to it. So, basically that was my first impression of his mom. He did have a stepdad, and he loved me right off the jump. Like, he was just like, oh, that's my daughter-in-law, way before, like, anything had even happened. He was just like, that's my daughter-in-law, that's my daughter-in-law. So, that was that. Then, my husband has 6 brothers and a sister, right? Does that make 8? Yeah. So he has 6 brothers and a sister, and he has one brother that's a year younger than him, and they were like the closest. And the first time I met him, I was at my husband's house, and I was cooking him dinner, and his brother walked in the house and just like immediately shot me the eyes, and he was just like, who that? So then he was just like, Tiana, this is Marcus, this is Tiana, and blah blah. And he's like, oh, how you doing? Give me the head down, like, how you doing? And I'm like, who's this tall man with the freaking velour suit on giving me them eyes, like, who the blank are you? Yeah, so then it was like pretty much that he just left. But when I asked him his first impression of me, he said that he was just a little skeptical because he knew what his brother had been through. So he was just a little skeptical of me, like, oh no, like, you know, I don't know who this chick is. Like, you know, he went into protective mode about his brother. Now, this is the last person I'm going to talk about, but he had a brother, and he is the second oldest, I believe, and his name was Tashim. And I kid you not, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on here, but he was an asshole. Every time he had something slick to say, something smart to say, and I just asked him, what is your problem? And then my husband's just like, don't worry, that just means he approves of you if he's being like that. He's just trying to be a hard ass on you. But he was a jerk. Every time I said something, he was like, where'd you find her at? She's too nice. Do you know how to make lasagna? And I was just like, lasagna, how do you make your lasagna? And so I'm like, you know, you got ground beef, you got the sausage, and he's like, already wrong. You don't put sausage in ground beef. Black people don't do that. And I'm just sitting here like, but later on, like maybe a month in, like after us always going back and forth, he was just like, you know, honestly, I know that you are good for my brother, and you know, I just be making jokes on you. So that was that. And so, you know, overall, like I really just enjoyed meeting other parts of his family. And, you know, everybody has their own personalities, and it's just like I have a lot of brothers. So I think I have about 10 brothers in total. So adding 6 brothers to the package wasn't really a big deal to me, because it's like I love my brothers, you know, and I feel the same way about my husband's brothers. Like, those are my brothers now, brother-in-law, but you know, they treated me like, they really made me feel welcome. In the long run, they really made me feel welcome. They never really like intimidated me, and everybody was on guard because of what they felt my husband had been through with not like just his last relationship, but past relationships. So it was really nice that, you know, they were on guard, but like they never made me feel like trash or like dirt. They weren't rude towards me. And you know, his sister, I'll just briefly touch on her. I love her so much. She was just so nice to me. She was so welcoming. I even worked with her. She had like she has her own fashion company, and I even worked with her for a while, and that was fun. So it was really nice to just feel like I was like being a part of something so early on. That's pretty much all there is. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you have any way of suggesting of how I get to the parts you guys want to know quicker, leave a comment below, and you know, just let me know how I'm doing, and all words of encouragement are welcome, because I'm always looking to improve myself. And so I ask that you just leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I thank you so much. Bye.